y'all. Welcome to day 20. So, it's crazy when you know the right thing to do. You know you have to set up a boundary and you still just cave in like the small, weak child you've always been. And I don't want to say I'm disappointed in myself because I know that you have ups and downs. You have good days and bad days. And yesterday was really rough for me. And so today, almost trying to rival how bad it was yesterday. Like I knew I wasn't as, I guess, mentally, spiritually, emotionally strengthened. I wasn't even fully recharged from yesterday. And so excuses. And now I'm waiting to the last minute to do this video. It's about 10:30. Not as late as the last couple times, but the point of the matter is it's much later than I wanted to. And now I'm putting myself out in the cold metaphorically because I didn't want to set up boundaries. I didn't want to say no to a person that I love and care about who's a family member, and I know I should be in my best sleep, but sometimes you're just weak and it's just easier to do what you've always done so you don't rock the boat because I don't want to disappoint her. So it's like, okay, I care about disappointing somebody else more than actually protecting my inner child. And like I said, I'm not going to sit here and be all, I'm disappointed in myself and blah, 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 because it happens. I can't even say I'm disappointed because this is just what I expected, but inner me just hopes for the day where I'll be able to stand up for myself, even to family members who are used to treating me a certain way. So I'm documenting the experience that even while I'm here talking to my phone and building a better life for myself and giving advice and taking courageous steps, there are still days where I do take steps backwards and I'm not progressing forward, and I'm purposely choosing to stay in the comfort zone instead of the scary thing of, oh, I'll lose all my love and affection if I actually set up a boundary and protect my peace. So I'm processing the emotion right now. And right now the main thing that I'm telling myself is that, okay, it literally, while it was happening and I had a yes or no decision to make, I was like, I should say no. Like, it's not a matter of if I wanted to, I don't. So why did I still say yes? And it's not out of autopilot. I just like, no, I consciously thought about it. I was like, now is the time to stand up for myself. And I still didn't. I think my main takeaway is that I really have to dig deep into why it's so hard for me to say no to this specific person. And maybe it would be easier for me if I set the boundaries right off the bat instead of waiting to those conditions, waiting until everything happens, and then now it's up to me. I'm not sure what the takeaway is. The takeaway is that I fully awarely chose to not stick up for myself. And like I said, I'm not disappointed because it's like I'm not going to waste my time feeling those negative emotions anymore. And so now I made my bed, now I have to lie in it. But I think my advice for my future self is, and anybody else who is like me, you struggle with being a pushover, you struggle with being a people pleaser, you struggle with being the one who says yes to everything. I think for my particular situation, the advice I would give future me is to just you already know what that person is going to do. You already know the dynamics and the tactics. And as soon as you see them, maybe not as soon, but I would just go ahead and lay it out that actually I have things to do tonight. Just make myself unavailable, like literally. That way they can't even put it on me because they already know I'm busy. I'm already busy. And then I have an easier time getting out of the situation because I'm already busy. Like, I would say yes, but I can't. And I know that's still a cop out because no is a complete sentence, period. So I should just be able to say no, but I just care too much about being perceived as helpful and likable and reliable. But why it doesn't matter if I'm not reliable to myself, if I can't even rely on my own self to protect me. I can't be valuing the external expression, this external validation. I have to give myself that, and I can't do it if I keep throwing myself out to the wolves. So, baby steps. I'm not at the point where I can just say no. Like some people I can say no to. Other people who I've been building this, for years and years and years, I'm going to have to work up to it. But I think it's better to have some sort of solution than just to accept the fate and just be disappointed. Like, I have a game plan for next time. So, thanks for listening to me. Your time is your most valuable asset, and I appreciate you sharing it with me. And just Wish me luck. Send me your good vibes for next time, because we got to be stronger. We got to do a better job protecting ourselves, protecting our peace, and just because it's the ultimate form of self love. So, good night. Talk to y'all later. Peace. So I'm back again. It's after midnight, and I'm finally done babysitting my drunk aunt. I put her to bed, and I can finally relax now. So don't even worry about the wardrobe change either. It's been a night, and a night that I could have avoided had I put up boundaries. In the first part of the video, I was trying to keep my aunt's identity like anonymous, but then I realized that my YouTube career is a secret, and also that she is not in my intended audience, so I doubt the algorithm will show her this video on any social media platform. So I think it's safe to say, just shh, y'all can't let her know. But there's certain people who just have the power over me, who can pull the right strings, and then I lower the walls, and then I have to take care of them just because of what they've meant to me in the past and things like that. And I feel like that's a part of the reason why I repeatedly said in the first part of this video that I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm not going to feel disappointed. I don't have time for that. Right now, I need to just make a game plan for how I'm going to move next time this happens. And so I think another thing to add on to that is that I have done so much work creating boundaries, cutting people off, and protecting my peace. So my aunt, she's kind of like the boss. And of course, I lost to the boss, and I will get stronger and stronger until I can even say no to her one day. But because I want to acknowledge my wins, and so that's why I'm not fully disappointed, because I know that I've done the work to protect my peace and put up boundaries in other areas, and this is one that I'm working on. And I am a nurturer at heart. That is my gift. And when you don't have any boundaries, it's easy for people to exploit that gift. And it drains me immensely, to the point where in the past, I just completely decided to cut that out of my character. I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. Y'all think I'm the mom of the group. You tell me all your problems. You depend on me too much. I'm over it. I'm done with it. And that was the year I had my mental breakdown. I didn't know who the hell I was no more. And just other life things. I just had no purpose. I didn't know where I was going. And being a nurturing person was like the last thing I held on to. When I let that go, it was too much. And so I realized that I'm a loving person. I have a soft heart. I have a big heart. And I'm not going to let users change that about me. Right? It's up for me to set up boundaries and protect my own peace. That way I can love how I want to love, to who I want to love, with it, and not be drained of it. So, bye.